Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Papa Boris here, playing some more Hearthstone Battlegrounds. I'm going to have to beg your pardons here because the early game is not going to have too much commentary, as I am going to take advantage of this time to tell you a story. When I went to college, I got a dual degree in English and computer science, a BA in English and a BS in computer science, and I did really well in school. I was a good student. I got a 3.8 GPA. I was pretty good. Then I got a job as a computer programmer at a medical software company called Epic. It was a pretty selective job. They don't accept most of their applicants. It was a really well-paying job. It was awesome. I did well in college. Everyone thought I was going to do great. And I sucked. I was completely terrible. I was just an awful computer programmer. I mean, it was embarrassing. I went to work, and I just like sat there for 8 hours a day on the internet and just did nothing. And it was because I really just couldn't do it. I was so bad. I couldn't figure anything out, and I didn't try to, get better at it or anything. So I quit after 6 months, having collected a whole bunch of paychecks for absolutely almost no work. It was one of the worst failures of my life. I mean, it's not like I am good at everything I do. There's been plenty of things that I'm bad at. Like, I'm bad at singing, bad at drawing, I'm bad at assembling furniture, I'm bad at stuff with my hands. But, all the stuff that I've been bad at throughout my life never really mattered. It doesn't matter that much that I'm, not good with my hands. Because you can, pay people to build stuff for you, or just kind of go without, fixing things yourself. You can kind of deal with not being able to sing. But this was the first time in my life that, I really needed to succeed, and I was bad at it. This job that I got, first job out of college, it was supposed to be my career, and I was just awful. And it was an existentially difficult time for me. I was pretty depressed because it was kind of important to be good at your job, and I quit with basically no career prospects whatsoever, and it was, kind of a tough time where I just felt like I didn't know what I was supposed to do. It was, the worst failure of my life. I say was past tense, because now it was the second worst failure of my life. The actual worst failure of my life is how bad I am at Hearthstone Battlegrounds. I mean, Jesus Christ, I'm terrible at this game. So anyway, we're just going to try to have some fun here playing as supposedly a very, very strong and possibly overpowered hero, Bran Bronzebeard, as I like to call him, Bron Brandsbeard. So we got this thing. It's good with his power in turn 1 because it gives itself the +1/+1 bonus. By no means do I have any interest whatsoever in going for demons. We're just going to try to take the strongest stuff that we can. Okay, so a few different options here. I could take the Amalgam and just roll. I could take the Tidehunter, sell the token, and get the Amalgam. Basically taking a 2-1 instead of rolling for better things. I could even take the Tidehunter, sell the token, buy the Rockpool Hunter, and freeze the Amalgam. We'll do that. I think that gives a decent chunk of stats. Might not be the correct play, but let me make sure I freeze that Amalgam. That would have been a tragedy if I didn't freeze it. Oh god, did I get that in time? Okay, good. Oh, and it's a battle. Oh, they're both battle cries. That's actually kind of nice because that gave me some more buffs. I can't remember if the battle cry on this, what it went on. I should be able to figure that out with math. But you know what? I don't care, so I'm not going to bother. Let's just go ahead and buy that Amalgam, and hopefully the 2 things that get added, at least one of them, is actually worth buying. Alright, well, definitely fits the bill there, so we'll get the Amalgam, obviously. And then, but this is more stats. It's what, 2-4? Well, they both give a +1/+1 to the hero power. This is a 2-4. This is a 3-4. Oh, this is not more stats. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and do that. And then I'll buff the Amalgam, since that's going to stick around for the whole game. Okay, I don't know. I don't know what matters here for positioning. So next turn we level up and buy a unit. I've got 1 triple that I'm fishing for. I'm not necessarily looking to play Murlocs here, but I found that having a Murloc or 2 is nice, so that when you get to tier 4 and you get that poison Murloc guy, getting poison, I just really like poison. It's just one of those things. I love my Exna from tier 6, one of my favorite tier 6 units. I think poison is just grand to have, and so having a Murloc in your squad, even if it's a crappy little dinker that doesn't do anything, if you get poison on it, suddenly it becomes, as long as you get some health on it, a unit that's worth keeping around to the end game. The health is really important so it, can survive an attack or 2, but other than that, you just want, poison, and then who cares what its attack is. Alright, wow, this is quite a fortunate opening. Maybe just, complaining a lot has opened up the Hearthstone god's willingness to make me suck less. Let's go ahead and do this. There's a strong consideration to buff this, but I guess this guy is the one I would keep, right? A 4-6, because it has 2 extra health. Okay, so I'm going to buff the Amalgam, and I don't mind selling this off at some point. Oh yeah, let's get actually my tier 4 union. Sure, we'll get a Cave Hydra. Now, there was a consideration, which might have been correct. I should have maybe not made a snap judgment. There was a consideration to take the Iron Sensei there. That's the one that gives a mech at the end of your turn +2/+2. That's really early for an Iron Sensei, and that would have started buffing this by 2/2 every single time. So maybe that would have been the right play. At least in the short term, it would have given me better stats. The advantage of this play is if I do get beast buffs, then... yeah, that was singularly unimpressive. If I do get beast buffs, then eventually this, obviously is a cleaving unit, and that can be a very good thing. Okay, I don't think this person's going to kill anything else of mine, so that's going to be a lot of damage for the Rat King. Yep, pretty good. Okay. Well, what do we got here? So basically you buy 2 units and reroll twice, or you buy 1 unit. Or sorry, you sell a unit and you buy 3 things. I don't think I can buy 3 things from here. This is a short-term, decent number of stats. You know what? Well, I don't want to... There's nothing that I would buy third. I might get this. Yeah, I'll get it. It seems like a dumb play, which it probably is, but we'll just get it. It's a 5/4, and it gives 2 +1/+1s and an extra +1/+1 because I'm Bran. And then we'll see if anything else shows up. I don't think this is good enough, so we'll roll again. Yeah, we'll do it. This buffs my Cave Hydra, which it's a small buff, but it's something. This buffs my Amalgam, and that I might just put on instead of like a 5/4. Pretty big demon board, so Drax has got to live the dream here. Actually has a good start with this Wrathweaver and some demons. How many gold cards? No gold cards yet, but he'll get really strong when he gets a gold card. So I'm happy I went for short-term stats here because I'm definitely going to need it. These units combined are needed to take out that Wrathweaver, so I can barely get a tie. Okay, up against Daryl. It's really hard to predict because you never know when Daryl's going to dance and get a bunch of crap all of a sudden. Okay. Let's just have a bit of a buffing turn. So my weakest link, I guess, these are both 5/4s, but this is a Murloc. I guess it's this guy. First buy, then sell, so we'll do that. Sell him. Get this. I think +1/+1, even with Bran's hero power, is not quite enough to justify buying that thing. I should hurry up a little bit. Let's get the spawn. Oh, maybe I should have just gotten that for my last 3 gold. Should I freeze that? No. A second Amalgam. Is it early enough I can still take a second? I think it is early enough I can take a second Amalgam. One nice thing about BRONN is that sometimes this +1 just goes on your Cave Hydra, for example, which I think one of them did, and that's just nice. So I'm being a bit greedy here by putting the Cave Hydra third, but I want the Spawns of N'Zoth to actually buff this Hydra for a bigger cleave. A little bit of a risk that it all goes horribly for me. I killed a bunch of dinkers with my cleave there, and then promptly died. Well, that's a shame. Do I have more than enough. Oh, these are gold rats. Whoa. I still am going to win this, though. In fact, that's a flawless victory for the 2 remaining units. Granted, I did have a few things that died, so it's not exactly a flawless victory, but for these 2, none of them died. Okay, great. So now looking for buffs for my Hydra. I'm up against George. Who knows what he's got going? He's got no golds, and he's been whooped a couple of times. Yeah, this might be the time to go up to 4. I do want to find... at 4, there is the Murloc that gives poison, and there is also the thing that gives a beast +2/+2, which would be nice to get. Discovering a Murloc, is that good? I think that's probably worth it. In fact, I could even get something... I have 20 seconds. I could even get this thing and get like a mech in here. I don't think I'd want to do that, though, without any replicators. Do I want to sell for this? Probably not. Let's... Well, I don't need to replace this with the Amalgam, right? That's just dumb. I'll freeze this. This is decent value. But I think selling this just to play this is dumb. I just lose stats, and in the short term, there's no value to it. It'd be nice to get a triple on my spawn. Oh, this person got 3 spawns of N'Zoth, so... I mean, there's still another one in there. I forget what exactly the numbers are, but a triple spawn would be nice. It would clear up a little bit of board space. Got a Void Lord, too. Oh, he got a gold that round. I was looking like, this guy doesn't have any gold! And then I did an upgrade on my Tavern on account of that scouting information, which, in retrospect, was possibly a poor judgment call. My Cave Hydra, will it survive? It will. Ooh, this will be nice. That'll be very nice. It actually didn't matter. It just killed a 1-1. Oh, it killed a 1-1! That's so great, man! I'm so excited that 1-1 died. That was gonna die anyway, doing no damage. Oh, yes! Jackpot! Okay. Anyhoodle, so... I do this. This is my open spot here for Battlegrounds and such. I have 30 seconds. Let's go ahead and roll. Definitely want that. These two I can't make. Well, oh, I should do this to see if, because if I get one of those, I should totally take it. It didn't happen. Yeah, let's take a gold of that. So now I have 3 amalgams. I need to hurry up. Get a 5. Gotta hurry up. Gotta hurry up. Oh, jeez, I'm not gonna have enough time. Oh, light magnet bars. Okay, sure. So we'll sell that. Attach that. I almost did that thing I did that one time. And shoot, I'm gonna run out of time. Well, let's put this down. Definitely freeze this board. Yeah, very poor use of time. I could have used some gold. But I have poison for my Murloc, making this an actual good unit. And then I've got that to upgrade my amalgam some more. I could even consider... I've got a... Oh God, I don't know if this demon's late game. So I've got Murloc, definitely, because I'm going to put poison on it. That's definitely an endgame thing. I've got the Beast, which is definitely an endgame thing. And so that means what I don't have is Demon or Mech. So I could pick up a Mech or a Demon and then have my Amalgam be the other one. I think... Do I still have that stupid Homunculus from turn 1 bopping around here? I don't think it's good enough, because all it really would ever be is just stats. I don't think that's good enough to keep. I would actually want it like an actual... Yeah, I still have this thing, so I think this is maybe something I need to get rid of at some point. Okay. So I'm pretty strong, I think. Is this the time to Tavern up to 5? Well, see, I want to get that. I definitely want to get this, because the +2/+4 buff is good. I guess I should roll to see if I get a triple spawn. Didn't happen. Well... Poison up both of my guys. Sell this. Okay, how good's my APM here? Sell this. Do that. Get this. And I'm not going to freeze this board. So I do have 4 things for my Light Fang Enforcer to buff. But this I don't think is an endgame unit. So I would like to replace that before it gets to this really awkward point, because you get into this awkward stage sometimes where you've got a thing that's just got such high stats that you feel like you can't get rid of it to replace it with something better, but it's just not very good because it is just crappy stats, and I can't give it poison or divine shield or, you know, anything useful. So I do want to get rid of this. In fact, I should really try to just look for like a good general unit and replace this thing. My Amalgam's pretty big. It's getting bigger by +2 health each turn. This thing is getting bigger by +2 health each turn, so that's good. I mean, it's been a really lucky run. I got a really early gold. I got 2 Amalgam. I actually got a triple Amalgam. I got a Light Fang Enforcer, which you don't expect to get every game. Although if you watch the big YouTubers, the big streamers, the clips they choose to put on YouTube, it almost always has a Light Fang Enforcer. Oh, you know, this is a really great hero. Maybe Elise is actually a top 10 hero, but it's like you got a Light Fang Enforcer and like an amazing pile of stuff. So anyway, looking for basically a mech or a demon. I think I'm gonna pull the trigger. This is a little bit of a risky play, but I'm gonna grab the security rover. This will be my mech, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna sell this. I don't want that to be my demon. The question is, what the hell do I replace it with? Oh god, I'm running out of time. This fine. That's fine as well. Oh gosh, I think I played this horribly. Shoot. Because these are both typed, so they could steal the buff. Ah, this is dumb. I should roll. Can I roll, please? Sure, we'll keep that. That was a poor play. I basically got rid of a gigantic taunt. Luckily, this did not take the Murloc buff, so that was a nice little coin flip there that went my way. But I really need to put an actual good unit in this spot, because now I have a couple of weak links in my composition. You can start to see my opponents are starting to catch up to me. I'm not dominating like I was a few rounds ago. I basically have that spawn of N'Zoth, which needs to be replaced with something good. And I have this thing, which needs to be replaced by something good. So now that I got the security rover, I could definitely see myself getting a Cobalt Guardian, even though it's also a mech, because that would you know, give me a way to regenerate the Divine Shields. Am I actually going to win this? Is there like did I actually build up enough health on this thing that I can actually win this fight? Oh, I thought I was going to lose this fight. But this thing has just gotten some... I mean, it was a gold to start with, and Light Fang's been up enough rounds. And plus, I played some other things like the Cold Light. And then, of course, just the hero power, occasionally giving it +1/+1. Probably has happened. I don't really look at where those buffs go. Okay, so we do this, and I really just want to... I don't want to level up to 5. No, I really just want to get, like, a unit that is a good long-term unit. The question is, does such a thing exist at Tavern Tier 4? Because maybe it actually doesn't. That's got to be good, right? So I sell this. So I don't want this to be here stealing that Murloc buff, so we play that. I think I actually want the buff. No, I'll put it on my Amalgam. Sucks that that thing just got... Oh, crap. Okay. Ah, God. Not enough APM. Maybe there is enough APM. Come on. Dip, boop, babadoo boop. Did I get it? I did. So this can actually now steal the Light Fang's buffs. I clearly did not play that to optimum perfection. Yep, it stole the Light Fang buff. So that's a little bit less from my Rover or Amalgam. Or it's a little bit less from my Rover. Oh, I had a space open on the board so that the security Rover spawned a thing right away. Pro plays all... Oh, that was a good cleave. There were 3 things that could have hit, and it hit the one that killed all the taunts. So that was nice. This thing lives with 1 health. That's incredibly lucky. Kills a gigantic attacker. Well, Nefarian is losing this fight. The real question is whether he's going to actually live to see another day. Kind of depends on what this 8/8 kills. Kills 1 point of damage there, but does not kill my Hydra. Is that enough? I don't think it's quite enough, is it? No, it's not close. Well, it's close. He's at 4 health. It's a small number of health. Okay. So, I think here, I will grab this. That's really good. And then I'm going to level up to 5. Done fishing for amalgams. I got a minute here to think. Yeah. Well, oh, right. I'm already at a gold. Okay, the attack is actually irrelevant on this. It's just +1 health. I think actually it makes more sense to put it on this replicating, on the Rover for the extra damage, which is relevant, even though the fact that it spawns a thing makes it harder to get all the full value from the 1/1s. Okay, I don't want this thing around, because it's stealing buffs. I'm a gold shy being able to buy this. I don't think it's worth keeping this. We're going to fish. For what? I am not sure. +2 health on both my Murlocs is good. Yeah, I think that's good enough to freeze. So I'm giving up like 5 rerolls, but I think it's worth it. My main issue now is that I don't have any, I'm not fishing for any golds at the moment. So it's hard for me to get a tier 6 unit. Something good like a Maxna, for example, would be awesome. Or a Faux Reaper would be great. I would actually probably sell the Rover. Although at this point it might be a little bit late to sell the Rover and start building up a Faux Reaper. But I think I might just get the Faux Reaper anyways. Okay, since I have a really crappy MMR, you can kind of tell this is not a very impressive board for this stage of the game. There's like a poison guy and some really mediocre demons. It's just not a good board. If I were a better player, then my opponents would be better, and they would definitely have, like, the 3rd place Patchwork, having used up all of his extra health, would definitely be a little bit more like Stacy's mom and have some more stuff going on. As it is, he's dead, and I'm definitely not complaining. I mean, honestly, I feel like I should get these easier wins more often since I'm up against, you know, people who are not as good. But then again, I'm not good, so that makes sense. Okay, so we're in the top 3, which is great. Looking for a good unit to add to my team. I mean, it could steal buffs from my Hydra. What else I mean, I'd want like an Annoyo module maybe for my Rover. This is okay. On it. You know what? I'm going to get this just because I've only 5 freaking things on my team. I just want to put something down that actually does something good. I could fish for a gold with 2 selfless heroes. That's sort of funny. Fine. I think rather than just aimlessly rolling 2 more times, I'll get these guys. So I'm fishing for gold with them. I could potentially get a tier 6. And the Divine Shields are, you know, they're pretty useful. Getting obviously this, it could target this and just be wasted. It could target this and be mostly wasted. But a Divine Shield on the Hydra, the Rover, or this Poison Murloc would be just phenomenal. Actually, from tier 6, another unit would be nice. Of nice is the Gentle Megasaur. It'd be good to get this Divine Shielded, or even just get it +3 health is fine. That's actually something I could consider doing. I could consider just buying a Murloc and giving it poison, just to have another poison unit. That's not a terrible idea, possibly. Alright, so my opponent went first. Luckily for my opponent, the Divine Shield went on the non-taunting poison. Gosh, this thing has so much health. It's because I got the Light Fang early. This thing is just a ridiculous amount of health. It's actually still alive. That's crazy. Okay, finally it goes down. And my opponent has, like, no strength on the board. That is nice. Got a big attack Bolvar, but I don't think it's relevant. It's only got 7 health, and I've got, like, a 31 health Divine Shield poison Murloc over here. I don't even need the poison, because the attack is enough to kill all my opponent's stuff. So, yes, I'm not bragging. It's just, you know, that's what you sign up for when you watch me play this game is, if you're wondering, man, what was it like back when I was at the 4300s, you know, 2,000 rating points ago? Yeah, it was kind of like this. Alright, so we're up against Nefarian. I think I'm probably going to get him. I don't remember what he had. He would have had to get something really crazy for him to be able to beat me. So this is good. It buffs the Hydra some more. Yeah, we'll get it. That's 3 fewer rolls to get my triple, but if I get a good thing, I don't mind tossing it. Speaking of tossing it, I think here I should probably toss one. I'm not gonna roll anymore. I've rolled too often and too many times and not gotten a triple that I'm not gonna go all in on it. We'll just play that because that thing is good. It did steal its own buff, but whatever. We'll play that because that thing's really good. Get full value from it, and it also stole its own buff. Okay, some things are being assholes here. Another rover, sure. Let's fish for a gold with that as well. Yeah, I'll sell this. I don't want to fish for a gold Hydra. We'll just get this guy. Give a friendly beast thing. And I'm going to pro play all day. Actually, no. I'm going to sell this and put a rover out. Hopefully I didn't. Okay, I should have frozen that for the cold light here. It's really good to give my Murlocs +2/+2. So now, with my opponents using a power, oh, I have 2 of these rovers, though, so I don't get the full value. Oh, man, that was funny. He's got a 42/42 Divine Shield. Pogo. Oh, this guy ended up going Pogos. Interesting. The bad news for him is that this thing has so much health, and Poison is a really good counter to Pogos. I've got 2 very high health Poison dudes. I might actually still lose this one. Hold up. This is a really high attacker. It will now kill my Poison. So what do we got, a 50-50? Ah, no, because the wrong unit of his attacked first. Okay, so now he loses, because this thing survives. Oh, no, it doesn't survive against either one. Oh, I also had the microbots. Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed that romp through the low MMRs with an overpowered hero. Please like and or subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.